Hello. Thank you all for coming to the first year experience class today from 220 to 340 on Blackboard Collaborate. I'm going to summarize what we covered and then also talk about what's due for Thursday and into next week. Okay, so let's get going. So once again, for those of you who are late joining or who don't really understand how to access Blackboard, we'll go over that very quickly. Go to quick links, my ComNet, log into my ComNet. Come down here to where it says access your Blackboard courses. And we are Danbury First Year Experience, and my name is Joshua Hausman. That's how you can find the site. So going in, you're on the landing page. So let's go to week 1 and week 2 for a little recap, going to weekly modules. Last week was week 1, August 27th, and here are the objectives. You can read those. Here's the Eat That Frog discussion guide. It's only 2 pages or 3 pages. You just download that. Here's the whole book, Eat That Frog. You should download that and then look at the reading schedule for that, which is on the announcements page. Down here we have the Type Finder personality test. This is the first thing that you need to do for homework. You'll click on this and it'll bring you to the Type Finder personality test. Now for this week, I have asked you to do only the personality test, this one here. The personality test, Myers-Briggs 16 types. Okay, that was originally due for today. Please make sure you've done that one. It's on this page here. You'll take this test, and when you get to the end of page 6, you will have your personality types. They'll tell you your top 3 personality types from Myers-Briggs. Okay, and there are 16 types, and they'll tell you the top 3, and they'll give you descriptions of them. You should also be looking at the detailed descriptions on this page here, okay, for your code and personality type. Okay, now to save this, all you're going to do when you want to save your report at the end, you're not going to pay for it. What you do is when you get to the report page, you'll go to your little box over here, grids, and then you'll go to where it says print. You're not going to print it. It's not necessary. But see where it says save as PDF. You're going to save it as a PDF. Okay? And it'll save the whole thing for you, the whole report for you. Go save as PDF, click save, and then you can save it to wherever you want to remember it to be. You click save and it'll be there. Okay? You should also download and save the 16 personality types so that way you can refer to it quickly. Again, save it as a PDF. Take a couple seconds. Save it as a PDF somewhere. And then the Enneagram types, you'll need to save that as well. So click save, print, or I should say print, excuse me, and then save. Hi, so after you do the recording, the saving of the personality types and the Enneagrams, go back over here, the personality test, and then you're going to take the Enneagram test, okay? It's not as long, and it's free, okay? Do not pay for anything. When you complete it, Again, save it, and you'll get your Enneagram type. I've saved mine just to show you guys what it looks like. I think this is it here. Yeah. Yeah. So unfortunately, the new Adobe is not very good for reading. I don't know why it's doing this, but basically, I'm a type 8. I'm the challenger, and then there are so the 8 types of enneagrams are then broken down into different areas. Um, there's the heart, which reacts with emotions, and those are givers, achievers, and individualists. And then the heads, which are not smooth. This is not smooth scrolling anymore, which is unfortunate. Type 5, which is the type 5, I don't know, I can't see it. Oh, the investigator, the skeptic, the enthusiastic. And the body, which instinctive gut feeling, and that's me, the challenger. Okay, all right, and then the peacemaker. So those are the enneagrams, and we'll talk about these and combine them together with the other, with the personality types. So that's why it's really important that you do all of these, so that when we're working in small groups and as a whole class, you can participate in the conversation. And it's also important because you're going to be writing a paper about it, about these things. So if class participation doesn't motivate you to do these things, then the paper will, I hope. Okay. Going back to here, after you do the personality test, the Enneagram, you're going to do the Big 5 personality test. And again, once you take it, you can see you'll get a PDF of your results, and you can see where Big 5, you can see where the Big 5 personalities are openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. And my highest scores were openness and E, which was, what was E? Extroversion. And then the next one was conscientiousness, followed by A, which is agreeableness, and neuroticism, right? So those are and we'll talk about all these things again. Once you've completed that and saved it, you will go down to the career tests, which tells you what kind of jobs that you want or that might match your personality. And I've already taken that, and I saved it as a PDF, but you can kind of take a look here. I'll share mine with you. So my biggest main category is humanitarian, which is make the world a better place, and creative, imaginative, and then innovator, and then caretaker, and then pragmacy wants to be accurate, right? Yeah, I'm kind of a rebel that way. Okay, all right, and then I did not pay for the other ones, these other things here. Okay, then career interests. I'm not interested in building things. I'm very interested in helping people and persuading people, and then creating and then building. And I don't care about building and organizing. I don't thinking and creating. I don't care about building and organizing. All right. And then the last one, the last test I took that you'll need to take as well is a DISC assessment. And this stands for uh, communicate, like helps you to figure out how to improve communication productivity and conflict management in the workplace. And DISC stands for drive, how much you take charge of something. Influence, how much you can push people to get people to work together. Support, how much you want to help people. And clarity, and working independent to produce correct results. So my test results were DISC for my biggest thing was influence, trying to get people to do things, right? Which is basically what I do as a teacher. Drive, I take charge, and then clarity, let's see if we can get these things done and get them done well. And then very little support, meaning that, like I'm not really charitable, I guess I would put it, right? So those are those three things there. These will all be used in our class discussions and in your papers. So again, please take them. Next is the 4 tendencies quiz by Gretchen Rubin. You can basically, she says basically the same thing as the other people said, or that there are 4 ways of behaving that we tend to behave, and that the 4 tendencies are, what was it? People have 4 tendencies: to be an upholder, basically following the rules; obliger, trying to make people happy; the rebel, going against the rules; and the questioner, asking why these things have to be done. So those are those 4. And this will take you a very short amount of time. Okay. So far, these are the basics for what we're going to be doing the whole semester. So it'd be great if you certainly took the time to do these things, because they're required. And also, you'll learn a lot about yourself too. That's really the biggest reason why I have you do this, is because you can apply these things to your study habits, and also to your work habits, and to your job skill search, in your job searches later on. So next part to this is Eat That Frog, the free PDF. If you click on this, you'll see that the whole book comes up, and you should be at the end of chapter 8 by Friday. And if you can get to the end of chapter 8, that'd be great. On Thursday, we're going to do some work with that, discussing it. And again, providing how fast we can get through these other pieces. Okay. Then there's a discussion board. Okay, you'll be first you'll need to read the instructions, and then you'll be contributing to these 2 discussion boards. Okay. Well, actually, these 2, just the one discussion board. Week 1 and week 2, August 27th, September 1st and 3rd. Eat That Frog, chapters 1 to 4. Okay. You're going to just follow these instructions. You'll click on this here, and as I said in previous videos, you won't be able to just read the thread, read what other people have written. First, you'll need to create a thread, and then type your entry, and then you can go back and respond to 3 classmates. So I wrote down my 10 goals, and Hillary responded to me. Thank you, Hillary. That's really cool. Right now I can reply to Hillary. I can say, thank you for your response. I could say, what kind of teacher could I be if I do not teach my most important student? Right? Not only that, she has autism and intellectual disabilities. So if I do not accomplish this objective, no. Click submit, and then Hillary will see my response. Cool. All right, so that is what's due for this week. I have not written the assignment yet. As you can see, there's no assignments in here. When I write the assignment, I will post it and I will let you guys know for what we're going to do with the personality types and the Enneagrams and Eat That Frog. Okay, I'm still thinking about that, and I have to see where we are on Thursday. Okay, so after you watch all the videos and this one, and I've read everything, if you still have any questions about what to do, make a list of your questions, then choose your top 3. The top 3 that you think are the keys to everything else. If you could get the answers to those top 3 questions, you should be able to get the answers to everything else. So if you have 10 questions, choose 3. Right? This is based on Eat That Frog, where he actually says the 80-20 rule, or the 20-80 rule, whatever that happens to be. But in any case, instead of doing 80-20, I'm going to do 70-30. So your top 3 questions will answer, the answers to those top 3 questions will help you do everything else in the course. So watch the videos, read everything, and send me your top 3 questions that you believe would make the most difference in your progress. And I will email you back or send a video if necessary. Okay, everyone, have a great afternoon and see you on Thursday.